True Media. Hey, check this out. I have somebody who suggested me to talk about um, why you should never put your problems in your relationship on social media. Um, Understand that that's a huge red flag. That's a huge red flag. If you got a significant other, if you got somebody you've been with, or you got a wife or a husband, or somebody you've been in a long-term relationship with, and y'all somehow, some way end up on bad times, because everybody, let's be real, we all go through problems. Everybody had experienced things in a relationship where you was on bad terms with, with the person you was with. But don't ever get so low to go to social media with your problems about the person you in a relationship with. That shit can backfire on you in ways you can never even imagine. I recommend this for everybody. Don't ever get on social media and talk about your problems with you and your partner. You feel what I'm saying? Because that shows you, it really shows you that you have a level of hate for the next person by trying to expose them to the world. You never do no shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And if you ain't careful, that stuff can backfire on you, man. You don't put people in your business. You never go to social media with your problems. You work that out with you and whoever you with, offline. What the world don't need to know about your problems. See, this is why a lot of relationships nowadays, it just don't last, because everybody playing, bruh. Everybody is playing. Like, they playing this game of this dating game. Like they playing like it's a game or something. And even for the marriages, I be seeing people who's been married for like 10, 15 years. Sometimes longer than that. Them been through a lot with each other, man. You don't go to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and talk about your problems to a bunch of strangers. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do that shit, man. Because it make you look bad at the end of the day. It might not even make the next person look bad how it will make you look bad, because you chose that person. You chose to be with that person. So it make you look even worse, because it shows the world that you poor at choosing a certain kind of selection for who you want to be with. A certain kind of individual. You poor, your selection is very poor in the choices you make for being with certain people. So don't do shit like that, because it make you look bad at the end of the day. And a lot of people ain't gonna tell you it make you look bad. They gonna big you up to spill out more, to tell them more about what's going on in your household. Whatever you do in that bedroom, whatever you do behind closed doors in your household, keep it like that. Keep it like that. Because that shit can damage y'all in the long run. Let's say if y'all in a long-term relationship, or y'all married, or y'all been kicking it for a minute and y'all getting serious and y'all get on bad terms. Do you know it's gonna come a time where y'all might feel like y'all want to make up, you feel what I'm saying, and get back with each other? And if you ain't careful, y'all can damage the relationship long term by exposing yourself to the world when y'all didn't even have to do all that shit. Y'all could have just worked it out behind closed doors. So never go to social media with your problems, because you might just get back with that person, because even when you on bad terms with somebody, it's going to come and go. You know what I mean? It's going to come and go. It's going to get to the point to where, you start missing that person. You want to reach back out to them, and you want to rekindle that spark, and you want to make up with them. You feel what I'm saying? And it's going to be awkward, because now y'all done made up, but you done put all this shit out on social media about you and that person business, about y'all problems and what y'all been going through. And it can make you feel insecure. It can make you feel uh a level of not being respected by the person that you in a relationship with, because they gonna start looking at you different. Even though y'all might make up and y'all might come back together and y'all might get over the shit, whatever y'all go through, that person is not gonna look at you the same ever again. They gonna have a certain kind of distrust from you. They ain't gonna trust you, because and then they gonna feel like they can't tell you nothing, because if they tell you something, you ain't gonna do nothing but run to social media and tell the world about it. So they gonna feel like they can't trust you. And what's that's gonna do is that's gonna throw off the dynamic of the relationship, and it's gonna damage the relationship. You know, something simple as y'all going through hard times and dealing with that shit behind closed doors can become a nightmare when you run to social media and put that shit online. I just be sometimes like amazed how certain individuals, influential individuals, well-known people who put their problems online for everybody to know about what they going through. Man, people really don't care about what you're going through. People just want to have something to gossip about you. And don't give them the knife to cut you in the back. Don't do no shit like that. Don't give them the weapon to destroy you by putting all your problems online. You work that out with you and your significant other, with you and your partner. Y'all come together and y'all work that shit out together. And y'all pull it together and y'all get through it, because we all go through hard times with our partners. And if we, it's gonna come a time in a long-term relationship where it's gonna be some challenges. It's gonna be some challenges. It's gonna be some things that that challenge y'all, bro. Y'all, it's gonna be some things that happen. You feel what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, don't never get too low on yourself. Don't never get too low on yourself to where you gotta feel like you have the need to run to social media and expose your problems to the world. You feel me? Because it shows people that you can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. I mean, shit, if you gonna expose your husband, why would I tell you some shit about what I'm going through with mine? If you gonna expose your wife, why would I tell you some shit about what I'm going through with mine? That's how people look at y'all when y'all do that shit. That's how people look at y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So never run a social media and be exposing your problems to the world. You don't even want somebody who think like that. You don't want nobody like that. Cause that's very low. That's very low vibrational to do some shit like that. And you don't want nobody that's gonna do some shit to where it's gonna jeopardize y'all future with each other in the long run. Have everybody in your business and shit like that. Nah, y'all pull it together and y'all work it out in the confines of y'all household. You feel what I'm saying? Don't never get too distracted and get too comfortable with just putting everything online. Because, some people put everything on social media. They put every little problem, every little spot where they kick it at. You feel me? Every vacation. They just run to social media, and that's basically where they live their life at. They not even living their life in the real world. They living their life on social media. You really do have a bunch of people out here who's doing that shit. They live their life for social media. They living on social media. They living off social media. You feel me? And they really exposes themselves in ways that they really ain't got to. They really shouldn't. That's going to backfire on them in the long run. You feel me? And so be careful what you say about your mouth on this camera. Be careful what you say about your mouth on this camera. Because this shit could be used against your ass in the court of law. Time as hell something happened to that person you was just talking all that stuff about and trying to expose. Let's just say something happened to them. Now they're going to be knocking at your damn door like you probably had something to do with something that probably happened to them. See, you don't know how things can, unravel in life. Life can change in a blink of an eye. You can be on bad terms with a person and then run a social media to expose how you don't like that person and how they did you wrong and all this and that. And then something can happen to that person. You feel me? And now the police knocking at your door to come get your ass and investigating you. So be careful what you get on this camera phone and what you talk about. You feel what I'm saying? Because this shit could and will be used against you in a court of law if necessary, if it came down to it. Keep your problems off social media. People don't care. People got their own problems. You feel me? And sometimes people just like to be entertained by other people's drama or other people's situations. And they'll make it seem like they care for you, but they really don't care. They gonna be talking about your ass all week long. So just understand that, you have to have enough strength. You feel me? And enough respect for yourself and that person. You feel me? To understand that, nah, this ain't the time or place to do that. I ain't about to do them like that. Because I know I might end up right back with them. Because everybody get on hard times. Everybody go through challenges in relationships. So don't look at it like it's the opportunity for you to expose them. And it can be petty. It be some of the most pettiest stuff people be putting online about their partners and about their significant others. Like, bro, we don't need to know that. You know what I mean? That's something you could have kept to yourself. It ain't that serious. Now, somebody trying to do something to you, or you feel threatened, or you feel like your life is in jeopardy in like a major way, then you can probably, vent or say what you got to say to people, if you feel like your life is being threatened and it's about to be in the process of being taken from you. That's different. But other than that, if it's something small y'all can work out, man, work that shit out and pull it together, man, because two people is better than one. And don't nobody want to be alone out here. Don't damage your relationship by trying to expose your partner. Don't do no shit like that. Y'all pull it together, man. Work it out. Everybody go through hardship in their relationships. Don't think it's uncommon to go through them things. It's just really what it's doing is just making y'all stronger. That's really what it's doing. As long as ain't nobody committing no infidelity or putting their hands on each other and it ain't got too out of control like that, even if it do get out of control like that, I really advise you to still kind of keep things to yourself and really just work it out behind the scenes. But even if it's just something simple, man, like keep that shit offline. You feel what I'm saying? Because that shit make you regret what you posted. It'll make you regret that shit because let's be real. Sometimes a lot of people operate from a place of emotions and feelings, and they go through these times in their life where they highly emotional or over emotional about a certain situation. And they not thinking logically how this shit may damage them in the long run or how they may regret what they saying in the long run. And you might one day regret that shit. You feel me? And so at the end of the day, you got to learn how to keep things to yourself, work things out with your partner, and stop being so quick to expose everything about your relationship. And so I want to thank the person who suggested me to make this video. But yeah, man, keep your problems off of social media. When you in a relationship, you in a relationship, not social media, not the world. You is in a relationship with that person. Talk to them, work it out. You feel me? That's what growing together is all about. So pull it together, man, because it's too many out here. We losing our families, man. We losing our kids. We losing our husbands. We losing our wives. You feel what I'm saying? Like the women out here and the men out here don't understand that, whatever happens in your household, keep that shit indoors. You feel me? Keep that shit indoors. Don't be out here trying to expose your partner and shit to the world. Real talk. You feel me? And we got to understand that social media don't care. They don't give a shit about nobody. They don't care. You talking to a bunch of strangers who you don't know. So be cautious and be careful what you put on social media because it might come back and backfire on you. You feel what I'm saying? So, but until next time, I love y'all. Y'all be careful out here. Stay true. Keep God first. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.